Hello everyone, welcome to the passive voice exercises. We're going to move to more exercises so that you can practice more and learn more. Okay. My name is Ahmed Sayar. I'm from Tetuan, Morocco. Please encourage by subscribe, like and share. Now let's move now to review the 4 rules that are presented here and which were presented in the video number 1 and the video number 2. These 4 rules are exclusive to myself. I was the one who created the 4 rules, who thought about the 4 rules and who worked on the 4 rules. So these rules are exclusive to Mr. Sayar Ahmed, a teacher of English. First rule, the simple present and simple past. Now here you look at the main verb, the verb, what tense it is, and then you use the rule which always starts by the verb, the object, and then to be, then the verb, then past participle, then by, then subject, here in rule number 1. In the other rules, again, you always start by the object. A difference between rule number 1 and rule number 2. So rule number 1 is the simple present and simple past. I focus on the simple, and the rule number 2 is about the continuous form of the verbs. So here, so either the past or the present continuous. So the difference is that we add being. Okay, in the first one you don't have being, but in the second one you have being. Apart from being, there is no difference between rule number 1 and rule number 2. Whereas in rule number 3, which is about the perfect tense, now here we have the present and the past perfect. So I didn't want to get through the past perfect continuous and present perfect continuous because they are not common. Okay, so they are rarely used. So the most common ones are the simple form of the perfect tense. So here again it's different from the previous 2 rules in the way that we don't use to be, but we use to have. Okay, so it's object plus to have plus being. So this is the only difference. Apart from this, everything is the same. Rule number 4 is going to be about models. Now here again it starts always with an object, and then you have model and be. Now pay attention, be here is not between brackets, which means we have to put it like it is in the rule. Now let's move now to practice. Okay, let's start by example number 1. 5 days ago, Paul bought a new dress for his wife. Great. So this is a sentence, okay, and this sentence I need to put into the passive voice. Okay, so the first one I want to ask is rule. What rule am I going to use here? So then when you think about the rule, try to think about the verb. Where is the verb? Okay, look for the verb. When you ask question about the verb, then you go to, oh yes, the verb is bought. Great. And then you ask yourself, what tense is great? Okay, what tense is it? Then you are going to find that it is in the simple past. Well, great. So which rule does talk about the simple past? It's rule number 1. Yes, what is this rule number 1? Rule number 1 is object plus to be plus verb past participle plus by plus the subject. Great. So I'm moving step by step here. Next step is to find the object, because the object is the most important thing here. And when you want to find the object, you ask the question what. Okay, bought what, and the answer is going to be bought a new dress. Great. So new dress is the object which is going to be used to start my sentence. Okay, so again, so this is the object, and then to be, following the rule. Okay, then the verb in the past participle, which is bought, and going to stay bought because bought is the form which is used in both the simple past and the past participle. Great. Then we move to, again, step by step, then by, and by Paul, since I have the name and it's mentioned, then I need to use it, by Paul, and then I finish my sentence. The most important part is this: the subject, the object, and the verb. So when I put everything into its place, the others just stay in the same place. Now, here you have for his wife, okay? So 5 days ago, either I keep it in the beginning or put it in the end of the sentence. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change the sentence, okay, or the meaning. Then my famous question again: what tense is the sentence? And the answer is going to be, well, the verb is in the simple past. Great. So to be is in the simple past, going to give me two forms: either was or were. Great. So here, what is the correct one? So do you say a new dress is, a new dress was, or were? It depends here, okay? So the correct one is was. Why? Because I have a new dress, okay? I have a new dress, and this a new dress is singular, okay? Now, singular, how do you know it? By this which means one new dress. And my sentence is going to be: a new dress was bought by Paul for his wife 5 days ago. Or 5 days ago, a new dress was bought by Paul for his wife, okay? Let's move now to example number 2. Look at this sentence. Try to do it to yourself, okay? You don't need to send this postcard today. It's holiday, okay? So, can you do this sentence? So, if you want to do it, just stop the video and do it, and try to test yourself, or try to correct yourself when we finish the sentence, okay? So again, my first question here is, wow, what a sentence. So I need to know the verb first. Where is the verb? Great. Where is the verb? And the verb is this: send. Great. And then I ask the question, send what? And I'm looking here for the object, okay? Send what? And the answer is going to be, oh, send what? Send this postcard. Great. So this postcard alone is the object, not this postcard today. No, today is an adverb of time, so it doesn't matter here, okay? So this postcard is the object. Great. Now, since I have send here as a verb, and this postcard is an object, what is this don't need to? What is it? Okay? I'm going to ask myself, and then I'm going to think about the model. Oh yes, so this is the model. Yeah, which rule I'm going to use? And it's rule number 4. What is rule number 4? It is this: object plus model plus be plus verb in the past participle plus by plus the subject. Great. So since I have the rule, since I have everything here clear, then I need to move to the next step. So take the object in the beginning, okay? Where is the model? This is the model. Don't need to. Great. And then be, as the rule says, and then I finish the sentence. Send, and the past participle is not sent, it is sent. Great. So I put sent here, and then I finish my sentence by, but wait, here I have you, so I don't need to write by. I just put today, it's holiday, finish my sentence. Great. I have finished my sentence. This is awesome. But let's read it again and see if it's correct or not. Okay? So, here we have this postcard, and here we have don't. So something here is not correct. What is the mistake here? This is used with singular, okay? And don't here is used when we have you or the plural, or I. But this postcard refers to the subject pronoun it. So it doesn't go with don't. So that's not correct. The correct form must be doesn't. Yes. So why doesn't? Because I have this postcard. Yes. So I need to put doesn't in the place of don't, and my sentence is going to be: this postcard doesn't need to be sent today. It's holiday. Okay? So if you don't understand, if something is missing, just please stop the video and go back again and follow the instructions step by step. Let's move to example number 3. Again, let's look at this sentence. We have well organized her work these days. Okay, so again, wow, awesome. How can I do? So first thing I need to do is to look for the verb. Where is the verb? Great, it's organized. Yes, the verb is organized. Organized what? Then have well organized is all the verb. So the verb organized is put into the we'll mention the tense afterward. Okay. Now I need to find. So this is the verb. I need to find now the object. Where is the object? So I need to ask question what. Okay. Organized what? And the answer is her work. So her work is going to be the object. Great. Again. So what tense is this verb? And the answer is this verb is in the present perfect. Great. So what rule am I going to use with the present perfect? So it is rule number 3. Awesome. What is this rule number 3? It is objects plus to have plus been plus verb past participle plus by plus the subject. Oh, let's apply the rule then. Okay. So where is the object? Her work. Great. So this is the object. Okay. And then I need to put to have as the rule says. And then being as the rule says, and then the verb in past participle. This is the verb in past participle, and well is just an adverb. Okay, it's just an adverb. It goes with organized, so it must go again with organized. Okay, so I go on my rule. So being well organized, great, and I finish my rule by, but wait, here we have we. No, we don't use by, we just use these days and finish my sentence. Again, here I need to ask the question again, which is already asked here, to have what tense should be, and the sentence as we see here in the present perfect. So the present, I stress is the present. So to have in the present either have or has. Great. So which one here goes with her work? I need to find the correct form that goes with the subjects. Okay? So her work here is singular. So the sentence is going to be her work has been well organized this day, and this is my sentence. Okay? Her work has been well organized these days. Great. Please, again, if you don't understand anything, just go back, stop the video, follow the instruction step by step. Next example, which is example number 4. Unfortunately, coronavirus is leaving behind plenty of dead people in the world these days. Wow! If you see this sentence, you are going to be confused, maybe afraid of it. Maybe you're going to be hesitating. No, that's difficult. I cannot do it. Well, it's so easy. Just think about the most important thing here is to find the verb. Where is the verb? That's the first question. So the verb is going to be leave. Yes, leave behind. That's the verb. Okay, leave behind. It's a phrasal verb. Okay. Again, leave behind. Since I find the verb, now I need to find the object. Where is the object? Leave behind what? And the answer is going to be leave behind plenty of dead people. Great. Plenty of dead people. That's the object. So when I start my sentence, I need to start with the object, which is plenty of dead people. Yes. Again, I need to ask here another question. The tense. What tense is the verb to see which rule I'm going to use? Okay. So the answer is it's in the present continuous. How do you know? Because we have is leaving. So this is the present continuous. Present continuous, let me see. Yeah, it's rule number 2. Great. It's rule number 2. This is the question you ask. Yes. And then rule number 2, what is it? It's this. Object plus to be plus being plus verb, past participle plus by plus subject. Great. Now I need to start my sentence again. So again, the object, plenty of dead people. Great. That's the object. To be, Yes. Being. Yes. Verb in past participle. So here you have the verb leave, but it's not in the past participle, is left. Okay? Great. And then by, and then the subject, coronavirus. Great. And then finish my sentence in the word these days. I'm not going to take care of this because it's in the end of the sentence. It must stay in the end of the sentence. Okay? Unfortunately here, I'll keep it here until I finish my sentence, because right now I haven't finished my sentence yet. I need to put to be in the correct form. Again, by putting to be in the correct form, I need to ask again the famous question: what tense is the sentence? And the answer is present continuous. Great. So to be in the present, either are, or is. Great. Wonderful. So which form goes with plenty of dead people? Okay. And we have here plenty of. Okay. So do you say plenty of dead people is being left or are being left? Okay. So the correct answer is are, because it's plural and people is uncountable, so it is are. Great. I'm sorry, people is countable, but it's irregular plural. Okay. Great. Now my sentence now is plenty of dead people are being left behind by coronavirus in the world these days. What I need now is just to put unfortunately in its place, original place, and the sentence will be unfortunately plenty of dead people are being left behind by coronavirus in the world these days. I hope this exercise would be fruitful and useful for you. Thank you for watching. I hope these examples would help you understand the lesson well. If you don't understand, again, go back to the exercise and just do it step by step. Okay? Ask a question again, find the verb first, find the object then, and find the tense then, to find the correct rule you are going to use. Please encourage us by like, by share, and subscribe. By doing this, you encourage us to think of more exercises for you, my dear students. Okay? So my name is Ahmed Sayar. Thank you for watching. See you in other lessons.